Good morning, students. In this lecture, we will discuss clamping devices. Before starting to know about clamping devices, I want to tell you something about what is clamping. Locators usually do not hold the part and hence clamps become necessary. Clamps come in a variety of types, sizes and costs, and clamping is the mechanical means to apply force to the part to hold it against the locators. The clamp could be as simple as a bolt that is threaded through a hole in the part and tightens the part against the frame. Clamping devices must be positive and the design should foolproof the part, meaning that there is only one certain way of loading the part. There should be no about the location of the part in the tool. And the most efficient scheme of the clamping means that the clamping should be adequate and at the same time, and clamping device design should be such that the operating time of jig or fixture is least possible. Thus the four high rates of production and quick action acting clamps are essential, where simple clamps may be adequate for simple batches of work. डेफिनेटली ये क्लियर हो जाता है इफ़ यू वांट टू improve your production work and you want to reduce the lead time during the manufacturing or production processes, you can use clamping devices. Now, I will tell you some types of clamping devices. The common type of clamping devices are lever clamp, and lever clamp is also classified into solid heel clamps and loose guided heel clamp and sliding clamp with heel HEEL and clamp with adjustable heel pin. So lever of stram clamps is classified into four types, and another one is so screw clamps and cam action clamps, hinge clamps, two-way clamps, wedge operated clamps, and cam operated clamps, toggle action clamps, and power clampings. These are some types of clamping devices. Before starting uh, the types of clamping, I want to tell you something about lever clamp and solid heel clamp. In this, the heel is solid and is in one piece with the clamp. By rotating the clamp, the workpiece is located into the jig or fixture or removed from these. It is to be observed that the T and heel are shaped to ensure adequate clamping over a range of workpiece height, and the clamp is prevented from rotating during clamping by the pin at the heel end. So this is the type of lever stem clamp, and you can easily see the diagrams of lever. This one is the fulcrum. It is also known as a support. If you will consider a cantilever beam, you will get fulcrum at one free end. So this one is the support, and this is the clamping force, and this is the reaction of the clamp. So lever of stem clamps will be based on these principles. This is the diagram of solid heel clamps that I told you, and this is the loose guided heel clamp, and this is the clamp using heel uh, in casting. These are the basic diagrams of lever heel clamps. If we're talking about loose guided heel clamp, uh, this lever clamp and guided by a loose heel is driven into the fixture body. The short stem turned on the end of the heel fits loosely into a keyway in the clamp bar. The clamp is simply reciprocated by hand for loading and unloading the workpiece. In case of sliding clamp with heel, the slotted clamp plate is used so that the workpiece can be released without clamp rotation. Simply reciprocatory motion loads and unloads the workpiece. And another one is the clamps with adjustable heel pin is also type of lever of strap clamps. uh, this type of clamp is often used at early machining operations where the workpiece height is likely to vary considerably. Now we will discuss screw clamp. Screw, these are this is the diagram of screw clamp, and these are widely used for jigs and fixtures. You know very well what is jigs and fixtures. Jigs is a holding and guiding device where the fixture is a holding device, and these have a lower cost. However, their operating speed is quite slow. The basic screw clamp uses the torque developed by the screw thread to hold a part in place. This one is the workpiece, and this is the diagram of a screw clamp. It will be hold the workpiece with the help of torque, clamp torque. This is developed by the screw threads. Now, this is the cam action clamps, and cam action clamps, when properly selected and used, provide fast and efficient and a simple way to hold workpiece. Due to their construction and basic operating principles, the use of cam action clamp is limited in some types of tools. This is basic diagram of cam action clamps. This one is the workpiece and this one is the support. Here you can clamp the workpiece kept due to cam action. And now this one is the hinge clamp. These utilizes hinge leads for loading and unloading components, and generally the clamps is made integral with the hinge, as you can easily see in a figure. This type of clamp is often required when it is necessary to move both the clamp and the bolt completely out of the way for loading of component. The jig casing is designed such that the lungs and provided for locating the hinge pins in order to save the operator's time. A coil spring is used to hold the washer and under the nut. Another one, C clamps. These uh, two types of C clamps, and free and capitative. And for unloading the workpiece, the locking. 1 minute, there is a technical problem. The locking nut is unscrewed by giving it about one turn and thus releasing the C clamp. In these clamps, once clamp is removed or swung away, the component can pass freely over the nut, and release process is adopted to load the workpiece. And thank you. If you have any problem, you can ask. These are the basic